Hey, it's Chris Harris Jr. I want to give a shout out to the Soden Bowl. They've been on Madden Online Franchise on the Xbox since 2009. And I just want to give them a big shout out. Go to sodenbowl.com and check them out check them out on YouTube. I know that's probably the best Madden players around, so go out there and definitely plug them.
And welcome, Soden Bowl, to season number 98. Soden Bowl, we have a Week 5 matchup today. This should be one heck of a game. We have before us, we have the New York Football Jets. Jay Wood, 13-13, taking over a New York Jets team, lacking a little bit on the roster side. But Mr. Jay Wood is not lacking on the stick skill side. This dude can absolutely bring it. He returns back to Soden Bowl after a little bit of a time off from Soden Bowl. He comes back. He is a savvy Soden Bowl veteran. He comes in looking to hand Ura's Miami Dolphins their first loss of the season. Those Dolphins are 4-0. Playing lights out football right now. Those of you in the chat, welcome. This is season number 98, Soden Bowl, a Soden Bowl Network production sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. I am S. Soden, and I will be your broadcaster today. So big shout out to those of you in the chat. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Witness. He says, let's go. Let's get it on. It's about 7 o'clock, so I'm going to breeze through these here really quick so these guys can get the game started. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals. Desi, 8350. He has our early season most valuable player. Stats speak for themselves. Those Cincinnati Bengals are 4-0, and Tyree Jackson is playing off the hook right now. He's having a very good season, a Neil Russell season, if you will, so far. Neil Russell, was our season number 97 top-rated quarterback. And you look at Mr. Tyree Jackson here, he is well on his way to becoming that most valuable player. And then our player of the week, the Rev, Zay Jones. He goes for 6 catches and 150 yards and 3 touchdowns for the Buffalo Bills. He wins our player of the week, absolutely playing off the hook for the Buffalo Bills. So fantastic job by him. And then here is our broadcast schedule for those of you guys just tuning in. You look at our lineup. We only have Tuesdays and Sundays available right now. If you are listening and you want to take up a spot on our Soden Bowl schedule, make sure you shoot me a DM on Twitter. That is Soden_Bowl_20. Shoot me a message. We'll get you in. Well, again, we have Tuesdays and Sundays open. Here's our broadcast schedule. Monday Night Football. CMG, they did a fantastic job this last Monday broadcasting Rams and Seahawks. And then we have Snipes Television. This dude is an absolute pro. Love his broadcasts. He takes over next Wednesday, looking at around 8. So make sure you guys get those games scheduled in the broadcaster schedule. Not the regular schedule, broadcaster schedule. Shoot these guys a DM if you want to be in. Jay Wood and Ura sent me a DM earlier, said, hey, we want to be on Thursday Night Football. Bam, done. And then Friday night, we have Kylo, forced fumble. One of the most talented owners I've ever seen play Madden, Mr. Kylo Ren. He hosts games and broadcasts on Friday, including his own show. The forced fumble with Kylo Ren. And then you have the Soden Bowl Network with myself as Soden. Sometimes I'm joined by other people. Kylo will join me from time to time. You heard Alpha join me back when the season first started. You had D. Soden, a bunch of other guys. They may join me in there. But you have Soden Bowl Network every Thursday night. And then Saturday, we tend to do a Simo a simulcast where we do a couple different games at once off of our team stream function on the website, so we can bounce between games, kind of like the Red Zone channel. But enough of that. We have a game on our slate right now. We have a fantastic matchup. I'm going to get back over here. You have the 1-2 Jets. Don't let their record deceive you. Watch Mr. J Wood play. He's got some really good skills. These two guys have a rivalry. Ura has challenged him for that title of the AFC East, and he really thinks he's going to finish ahead of J Wood. J Wood has other plans. So it'll be great to see these two guys face off in an early season, week number 5 divisional matchup, a rivalry, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and move it in here. We're going to move it into the game, and these guys should be ready to go. Go ahead, bring it in here, and they should be ready to go. I'm going to give them a nod to get started. You look at these two teams, Jamal Adams off the hook for the New York Jets. And they are quarterbacked by Gardner Minshew II. He is a superstar right now. Ura has Spencer, a fullback or a halfback. He was a rookie a season ago. The dude is electric. And the Miami Dolphins defense is rock solid, especially with Mr. Ura behind the sticks. Two very talented owners that can really beat anybody at any time. Two possible Super Bowl contenders. Jets have some roster work to do. Miami Dolphins are well on their way. They've done a pretty good job. Took over an 0-6 team last season and really turned them around. They won almost all of their games. I think they lost one game towards the very end. And here you have it. You're going to have a rain game. All right, and the New York Football Jets will take over. Mr. J Wood going to field the punt 3 yards deep in the end zone. He will take it out up past the 20 and to the 23-yard line. This is the first drive, week number 5, season number 98. Soden Bowl. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. I am S. Soden, and I will be the broadcaster tonight. This should be a very good game. Minshew will start out from the pistol formation. And he's going to start with an option play, and he pitches it out. He gets the edge. Hines is off to the races. And an excellent gain up to the 44-yard line, gain of 22 yards. Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tackle. This is the 1-2 New York Football Jets traveling to the 4-0 Miami Dolphins. Minshew from the gun gives the ball to Edwards, who sneaks up the middle for a gain of 5. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Mr. Witness says, let's go. Brent Shane says, game time. It sure is, my friend. Hoorah, lights out. Wouldn't go that far, man. I agree. Seahawks wants to know your predictions. Post the predictions in the chat, guys. If you're following this, make sure you check out our Super Chat on the YouTube channel there. Check it out. Jump in the chat. Get in the discussion. Minshew with a play fake. Hit as he throws into coverage. And almost intercepted. Dangerous throw by J Wood. That will bring up a 3rd down and 5, the game's first 3rd down from midfield. Seahawks says he thinks the Finns are getting their first loss. It's possible. Minshew from the gun. We'll keep an eye on Dickerson in the slot, the grandson of Hall of Fame running back Eric Dickerson. He has a tight end wide open. Hodges with a great sit down on the play. And they will move the football into Miami territory up to the 36-yard line. Rev says he knows them both pretty well. He's not sure who will win yet. Probably rooting for the Jets, being that Rev is the Bills and also undefeated in that AFC East. Minshew under center, single back formation. Dickerson again in the slot. The give is to Hines, trying to go up the middle. He cuts it back to the left. That'll be a gain of 4 as they move the ball up to the 32-yard line. McMillan on the tackle for Ura. 6 minutes left in the first quarter, opening drive. Minshew's going to come out, pistol formation. Back to throw. He gets a quick pass out to Hodges. Hit as he attempts to make the reception, but he hangs on to it. They move the ball up to the 22-yard line. That is 2 catches, 24 yards for the young tight end. As the Jets are threatening on the Dolphin 22-yard line on the opening drive. Minshew from the gun. Hines in the backfield, flanked to his left. Dickerson in motion. Right to left. Play clock ticking down. Gets the snap away. Good protection. Has an out route to Dickerson. And Dickerson just steps out of bounds, but he does have a first down on the 12-yard line. As the New York Jets enter the red zone on their opening drive, season number 98. Soden Bowl. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. IMS Soden, and this is a AFC classic here. The Jets and the Dolphins. Week number 5. Minshew from the I formation. He's going to give the ball to Hines, trying to go to the right side. Good job by the defense, as they will take him down on the 8-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Rev is saying his gut says Jaywood. Jaywood with a very nice opening drive here in the rain in Miami. Pistol formation, trips to the left. Defense pinching a line and moving into the box here. Looks like Ura's got the safety. Fitzpatrick throws over the middle. Wide open touchdown. Mr. Dickerson with the catch. The grandson of Hall of Fame Rams running back Eric Dickerson gets his 2nd reception of the game. It goes for 6. An 8-yard pitch and catch, Minshew to Dickerson. Puts the Jets up 7-0 on the opening drive in an AFC showdown, as Ura will take over on his own 23-yard line, his first possession of the game. Welcome to the chat, Eternal Tech. Ask one of these guys to shoot you a link to our Discord server. You can check us out on sodenbowl.com. Prescott under center, single back formation. The give is to Spencer. We mentioned him earlier in the broadcast. This guy is electric. Has a good balance of speed, power, and some pretty solid hands. Makes him a triple threat in the backfield. Dak Prescott, the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Prescott under center, single back formation. Spencer's in the game still at running back. Looks like Jaywood has the superstar safety Adams back there. They're pressing the line on the wide receiver on the left. Prescott, great protection, looking deep downfield. He's going to take a shot deep, and it's intercepted by Chapman. Great user switch. The X-Factor corner gets the pick, and he is still rumbling. Excellent return back up into Miami Dolphin territory, all the way up to the 48-yard line. Thank you, Seahawks, for getting with Eternal Teeth, helping them out with that Discord. Minshew from the gun. Hines is in the backfield. Game's first turnover. It's a play fake. Minshew looking to throw downfield. He checks it down to Hodges. And Hodges will move the ball up to the 50. Actually, he loses yards on the play, a loss of 2. That is Hodges' third reception of the game. Great pursuit by the Miami Dolphins. Minshew from the gun, Hines in the backfield. Trips to the left, Hodges alone on the right. They're going to give the ball to Hines. A big hole up the middle, nice cutback as he crosses midfield back into Dolphin territory up to the 40-yard line. That will bring up a 3rd down and 2 for Jay Wood's Jets on their second possession of the game. A big turnover as the Dolphins hucked it deep and were picked off. Minshew from the gun, Hines in the backfield. Dickerson in the slot, that wide receiver. Back to throw is Minshew. He has a quick out to Hodges, makes the reception. An excellent gain, gets 10 on the play. That'll move it up into Dolphin territory, up to the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10. Hodges 4 catches, 32 yards.
Let's go. 8, read. Check it back. Hey, Sam off.
Minshew from the gun. 1st down and 10. Looking over the middle. Has an open receiver. 7 of 8, 76 yards and a touchdown for Minshew. That is Whiteside on the reception, his first catch of the game. That'll bring up a 1st and goal from the Dolphin 4-yard line.
Down. 60 yards.
Pistol formation. Hines is flanked behind Minshew. The fullback Wesco is to his right. Dickerson in motion. They flip it to the speedy Dickerson trying to get the edge, but he cannot. Excellent pursuit by Ura. Baker makes the tackle for a loss, pushing the Jets back to the 7-yard line. Just 50 seconds left in a fast-moving first quarter. Jets threatening again, single back formation. Hines still in the game. Minshew to throw from the 7, and he's going to be sacked. That's going to take him back to the 15-yard line. Wilkins on the sack for the Miami Dolphins. Great coverage by the Dolphins secondary. Minshew had nowhere to go with that football. Mr. Witness says big sack, definitely. We have an empty formation. Minshew to throw, 3rd and goal from the 15, has Dickerson, and that is a touchdown as he falls into the end zone. Dickerson with his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the New York Jets go 7 plays, 48 yards, and enjoy a 14-0 first half lead. This is season number 98 Soden Bowl. Soden Bowl Network. I am S. Soden, and we are sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. Mr. Witness says, down 14 early. If anybody can come back from a 14-0 deficit, it is Ura, and he has a good chance to start here as Prescott will come under center in a single back. Spencer in the backfield. They give it to Spencer. Nice hole up the middle. Gains a few. 5 to be exact. 2nd down and 5 from their own 33-yard line. Prescott under center. We have a bunch formation to the right. Spencer alone in the backfield to give to Spencer. Nice wham block on that right side. Tight end coming over from right to left. Gets the wham block right there. And Spencer sneaks up the middle but can only get a yard. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 from their own 35-yard line. Prescott under center. Again in the single back. Jets pressing. They're going to give the ball to Spencer, and he has a nice 1st down. Huge hole. And he is down on the field holding his right knee. That could be a big injury for the Miami Dolphins as their speedster is on the turf. 1st down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 6 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first half. Jets enjoying a 14-0 lead. Prescott goes power formation. Back to throw on first down, has a slant open to Brown, and Antonio Brown is off to the races as he crosses the 5 and into the end zone. Dak Prescott to Antonio Brown. Spencer has a sprained knee, and he will not return in the game, so I am being told. As the extra point is up, and it is good, and we have a 7-point New York Jet lead, 4 plays, 72 yards, and Dak Prescott connects with Antonio Brown on the slant, and he goes the distance. Seahawks says we have an Antonio Brown sighting. We sure do, and I hope he doesn't have a lawsuit after that catch. He absolutely raped the defense on that one. And again, if you are just tuning in, we have the 1-2 New York Jets led by the new old head coach Jay with 13-13, taking on the undefeated 4-0 Miami Dolphins led by Ura. And a rainy Hard Rock Stadium here in week number 5, season number 98, Soden Bowl, IMS Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. Minshew will take over under center, first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Going against the flow is Hines, and he gets a couple, 5 carries, 42 yards. For the New York Jets running back, he is off to a very good start. Jets with their 3rd drive of the game, their first two drives were money as they go the distance for touchdowns. Both to Dickerson. Minshew from the gun, Hines in the backfield. To throw on second down, great protection. Has Dickerson over the middle, a nice hit by the defense. Gets his helmet right on the football and knocks it out. 3rd down and 8 from their own 27-yard line. Jay Wood's 3rd drive of the game. Trips to the left. Minshew from the gun. Hines in the game at running back. 3rd and 8. Has a receiver over the middle. Hodges has the reception. Knocked around like a pinball, but down at the 43-yard line. First down and 10. 5 catches, 47 yards. For the Jets' tight end. Seahawks says, here comes the boom. Minshew from the gun. Hines in the backfield. Defense shifting to the left. We have a screen setting up from left to right. Hines gets it, gets a couple blocks and a nice little gain. Minshew now 11 of 13, 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. As the Jets will have a 2nd down and 4 from the 49-yard line. Safety creeping up into the box on that left side. Minshew identifying it in the single back formation. Styles is in the game. They give us to Styles running away from the blitz. Has a first down. He cuts back and off to the races. As he crosses the 5 and into the end zone go the New York Jets for their 3rd touchdown of the game. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for Jay Wood, 13-13. As his Jets come into Miami making a statement. Extra point up, and it is good. 5 plays, 74 yards in just a minute 46, as the New York Jets are just 1 yard away from 200 yards of first half offense. I think I insulted the New York Jets, Seahawks, at the opening of this game. I said they were a little bit roster deprived. Jay Wood is making me eat my words here with an outstanding first half. The New York Jets in 3 drives have 3 touchdowns. Styles comes into the game in style and goes the distance. Prescott and the Dolphins trying to get back into this game. Single back formation. They are without their star running back, Spencer. Looks like we have Balaj in the game. Prescott back to throw. First down and 10 from his 28-yard line. Has a pitch and catch to Boykin for a first down. 2 of 3 for 71 yards. The play goes for 16. Mosley with his first tackle of the game for the New York Jets. Prescott again under center. Antonio Brown in the slot on that left side. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. From the 43, first down and 10. Prescott to throw. Checks it down to Waring. That is a minimal gain. Actually, they say he gains absolutely nothing on the play. Mosley with his second tackle of the game. Prescott from the gun. Defense pinching the line. Antonio Brown on the left side. Defense pressing. Prescott to throw, second down and 10. Looking deep over the middle, and he cannot hang on. Nice contact by Jamal Adams on the play. Breaks up a would-be completion, and that'll bring up a third down and 10 for Ura's Dolphins. Prescott from the gun, defense pinching the line. Looks like Jay Wood's going to use her, the middle linebacker, Cashman. Prescott to throw, third down and 10. And he throws it into coverage, dangerous throw. It's knocked around a bit and harmlessly falls to the turf. Fourth down and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Hack is out to punt it away. 3.5 minutes left until halftime. Hack will get the punt away, trying to pin him deep. They will field the ball from their own 14-yard line, and they get it up past the 20, up to the 25-yard line, and that is where Mr. Jay Wood will take over with his fourth possession of the first half. Minshew under center. Styles in the game. They're going to give it to Styles. It's a fake. Nice play fake. He's going to launch it deep into double coverage and knocked away. Jump ball on the right side. Campbell gets two hands on it, but Howard comes in and rips it out of his hands. Minshew from the gun. Howard's X-Factor enabled. The give is to Hines, trying to go to the right. He does, and he cuts it back, and Hines is off to the races, doing his best impersonation of Styles, and he will trot into the end zone for a Jets touchdown as he goes the distance again. That is 2 rushing touchdowns for the New York Jets. Hines and Styles, both with long-distance home run hits. And the New York Jets now lead 28-7 as they go 75 yards in 2 plays. A 75-yard touchdown run by Hines. And the Dolphins will take this out. Drake looked like he was a little unsure of himself, can only get up to the 21-yard line. And welcome to the broadcast, Ace Soden, the New England Patriots owner. Sure, he has a keen eye on the outcome of this game. Prescott from the gun, Drake in the backfield. We have trips to the right. Antonio Brown alone on the left side. He's going to throw a crossing route and has Sampson for a gain of 4. Westry on the tackle for the New York Jets. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left until halftime. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Prescott from the gun, Drake in the game. Defense pinching that line. Prescott back to throw. He's going to swing it out to Drake. Drake trying to cut back, but Jamal Adams cleans him out. That'll bring up a third down and 2 for the Miami Dolphins, who desperately need a first down. Jets showing blitz, pinching the line. Prescott, a play fake, nice fake. Good protection and a wild throw by Dak Prescott. Had an open receiver and just led him too far. That'll bring up a 4th down and 2 as Hack will come out on the game for his second punt. Styles to return it from his 10. A nice move up past the 20, across the 25. And that is where the New York Jets will take over with their 5th possession of the game. Previous 4 possessions for Jay Wood's Jets, touchdown, 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 and touchdown. Minshew from the gun, Hines in the backfield. Good protection, has an open receiver. That's Hodges, the tight end, as Minshew gets 129 yards and a pair of touchdowns. That is 6 catches, 67 yards for the Jets tight end. 5-star says, Styles getting jiggy with it. Minshew from the gun, Hines in the backfield to throw, 1st and 10 from the 46. Has an open Hodges over the middle again, and Hodges almost breaks free of the tackle. He'll move the ball all the way up to the Dolphin 23-yard line as the Jets now with 325 first-half yards of offense. Minshew from the gun, 54 seconds, and he is taken down. The X-Factor, Carroll, with his first sack of the game. That is a loss of 10. Minshew lucky to hold on to the football. 45 seconds left until halftime. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Minshew empty formation to throw from the 34. He's going to throw for the end zone, and it is knocked away at the last second. Great defensive play. Whiteside trying to go up over the back of the defender. 3rd down and 20. Minshew from the gun. Hines in the backfield. 28 seconds left until halftime. They're going to give it to a draw. That is going to be a gain of maybe a yard. We have a Miami Dolphin timeout. And the Jets will attempt a field goal from the 34-yard line. Weather is a factor, and they pull it to the right. He pushes it to the right. That is a miss, and the Miami Dolphins, with 2 timeouts, excellent field position at the 41-yard line, just a play or 2 away from field goal range. Jamal Adams up in the box for the New York Jets. Prescott from the gun, good protection. He's going to throw. He's got a flag route open to Boykin, who has the reception. A quick timeout, and that'll put the Dolphins into New York Jet territory up to the 42-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Drake in the game still at running back. Prescott to throw. Defense coming in. He's hit and sacked. Huge sack for the New York Jets. Pushes them back across midfield, all the way back to their own 46-yard line. Just 7 seconds left as the Dolphins are forced to take their last timeout of the game. Of the first half, excuse me. Prescott from the gun. Drake in the backfield. He's going to need something on the sideline. He's going to go for it all, but he is sacked again. The New York Jets with 2 sacks to close out a tremendous first half for the New York Football Jets, as Jay Wood's Jets enjoying a 28-7 lead over Ura's Dolphins in an AFC battle. The Jets coming in at just 1-2, and the Miami Dolphins at 4-0. And the Miami Dolphins will take over with the first possession of the second half. They need to get some kind of points here to get back in this game. Njoku's X-Factor enabled for the New York Jets on that left side of the defensive end. Prescott with good protection, but he is taken down as he drops back. He continues to wander back. Njoku finally gets around the end. That is a sack and a loss of 11. Jets defense is absolutely balling right now. 3 straight sacks. And the Dolphins will give it to Drake, trying to go all the way to the left. Great pursuit by the Jets defense as they go sideline to sideline. And that will bring up a 3rd down and 14. Prescott coming out in the gun. Both running backs in the backfield with him. Probably looking to max protect here. Jay Wood controlling the safety. Reedy. And pressing the line. 3rd down and 14 from their own 21-yard line. To throw. Good protection. Prescott looking downfield. Has a leaping receiver but knocked away. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, would have been short of the yard to gain by a few. Styles will catch it from his 20. Cuts it out to the left side. He cuts it back across the grain. Beautiful return up to their 38-yard line. And Jay Wood's Jets will take over with their first possession of the second half. I formation, Dickerson in motion. They give it to Hines, who sneaks through a hole in the left side. That is now 8 carries, 124 yards for the young running back, and a touchdown, a 75-yard touchdown. Minshew from the pistol. He's going to give the ball. It's a fake, but he is taken down, absolutely leveled on the play. Baker with the sack. Baker and Carroll come in, and they take down Minshew in the backfield. Third down and 11. As Hines will go in motion out to wide receiver. Empty formation for Minshew. To throw, 3rd and 11 from their own 37-yard line. Hit as he throws. Has an open receiver who gets his feet down. Inbounds, they say, up to the 47-yard line. A great pitch and catch.
Come on, set, 30 base.
Minshew to Hines for a first down. They're going to give the ball to Styles in the game. He gets around the edge, and Styles is off to the races. Styles will score. Touchdown, Jets. Untouched. Goes around the end. And that is Styles' second touchdown of the game. And the New York Jets extend their lead. 35-7 on a 4-play, 62-yard drive. Drake is going to take it 2 yards deep from his own end zone, up across the 20, across the 25, and up to the 27-yard line where Dak Prescott and the struggling Miami Dolphin offense will take over, trying to get back to their winning ways, as they have, aside from a long pitch and catch on a quick slant to Antonio Brown, they have been shut down. Prescott to throw. Going right to left is Drake, and he moves it up to the 35-yard line. Dak Prescott, 7-12, 105 yards passing. From the gun, Prescott to throw. Great blitz pickup. Throws it into coverage, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Jay Wood. Great lurk as he stutter steps, and a great move up to the 17-yard line. Another interception for Dak Prescott. The Dolphins with just 63 yards passing. Jets with over 200 yards on the ground. Minshew's going to pitch it out. Hines trying to go right to left, spitting and taken down, but I think he was taken down by the face mask. He was. That is a big penalty. That'll move the ball up to the 9-yard line and give the Jets a first down. Hines in the game at running back. 2 tight ends to the right. They're going to give the ball to Hines, trying to go up the middle, and he'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, New York Jets. And the Jets extend their lead 41-7 pending the extra point. That is up, and it is good. Jets now lead 42-7 off of a third turnover by the Miami Dolphins. Drake's going to take it out as he moves it up to the 26-yard line. The Miami Dolphins need to get something going on offense. This Jets defense is absolutely suffocating them. Njoku's X factor still enabled for the New York Jets. He's on that defensive line on the right side. Pressing the line. Prescott, empty formation. To throw, he's going to step up, he's going to keep it, and a nice gain up to the 36-yard line. Prescott goes for 10 yards. Prescott from the gun, Drake in the backfield, defense pinching the line and pressing. He's going to give the ball to Drake, it's a fake, nice blitz pickup, but he's taken down. That is a sack for Cashman, his second tackle of the game, first sack. The Jets now with 4 defensive sacks. Second down and 18. Prescott from the gun. Antonio Brown in the slot. They're going to give the ball to Drake, trying to go up the middle. He gets maybe a yard. Third down and 17. Dolphins trailing 42-7. Season number 98, week number 5. This is the Soden Bowl Network. I am S. Soden, and this is sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. Prescott from the gun, hit as he throws, throwing deep over the middle, and that one is intercepted. Marshall comes down with a tipped football, and the Jets will take over on the 38-yard line. That is now 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions for Dak Prescott. I formation. Minshew's going to give the ball to Edwards, getting a little bit of play time here. That is a gain of 2. A. Soden says, blowout so far. Dakota Scott says Cashman sighting. Cashman having a pretty good game. They're going to give the ball to Edwards, and a nice run as he cuts it back across the grain up to midfield. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Jets enjoying a 42-7 lead.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Dolphins pressing up into the box. Minshew from the gun. He's going to give the ball to Edwards, trying to go up the middle. Good job of keeping his balance as he moves it up to the 43-yard line, gain of 7. Jets now over 400 yards of offense, 254 of it on the ground. Jets come out throwing it all over the football field with 2 touchdowns to Dickerson. Then they get a long touchdown run, followed by 2 more. And this game is a blowout as Minshew's going to give it to Styles. Styles with 2 touchdowns already in the game. That is 97 yards on 3 carries. Third down and 4 from the Dolphin 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Hines back in the game for the Jets. Minshew from the pistol. Dolphins showing blitz. They motion Hines out to wide receiver. Minshew to throw. Has a slant open to Campbell for a first down. Now 184 yards passing for Minshew. Campbell's first reception of the game. Gives the Jets a first down from the Miami 36-yard line. They're going to give the ball to Hines. Trying to go to the right side, and the defense is there. Great user tackle by Ura. And that will close out the third quarter as the New York Jets enjoy a 42-7 lead in reigning Miami.
Indy.
Minshew under center, single back formation. Styles checks into the game. Just 3 yards shy of a 100-yard game. Styles stumbles forward, and he is over 100 yards. 4 carries, 103 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. As the Jets move it up to the 33-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. This is the Soden Bowl Network, IMS Soden, season number 98, week number 5. Sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. Horn checks into the game at quarterback. Styles still in the game. They're going to give the ball to Styles, going right to left. Cuts it up the middle, down the seam, and he is gone. Touchdown, Jets. As the Miami Dolphins couldn't stop a nosebleed right now, the Jets extend their lead to 49-7. As we get a flag for running into the kicker. Elliott will kick this thing probably through the end zone. He does. That'll be a touchback, and the Miami Dolphins will take over on their own 25-yard line, down 49-7. Dolphins need to string together a few plays here, get themselves back in rhythm, and at least leave this game with some kind of a positive note as they're going to come out from the gun. Prescott in the gun, Drake in the backfield, defensive line moving around. Prescott to throw from his 25, throws it out and intercepted. Chapman with his 2nd interception of the game. Prescott just heaves it over his receiver's head. And Chapman with an easy interception. Prescott's 4th interception of the game. And the Jets will take over from the Dolphin 44-yard line. They're going to give the ball to Edwards, trying to kill clock here. 5 carries, 31 yards for Edwards. Now 454 yards of offense, 296 yards on the ground for the New York Jets.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Scott says, man, that pass sailed. Yeah, that was a horrible throw by Prescott. Great defensive penetration as the Dolphins will force a 3rd down and 4. McMillan on the tackle. Dolphins trying to make a stand here. Horn from the gun. Styles in the backfield. Hodges alone on that right side. The give is to Styles, trying to go up the middle, and he will be short. That is a gain of 2. Styles now with 138 yards on the ground. 2 running backs over 100 yards. And Elliott's kick is up, and it is good. Jets extend their lead to 52-7 with 6.5 minutes left in the game. Drake will take it out of his end zone about 5 or 6 yards deep. A nice cutback, but he cannot get back to the 25. The Miami Dolphins will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Just a little over 6 minutes left in the game. Week number 5, season number 98. IMS Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. Prescott from the gun to throw from his own 20. He's going to step up and heave the ball deep, and that one is intercepted. Great user pick by Jay Wood. Reedy on the interception, and a good return up to the 38-yard line. Good closing speed by Reedy as he gets back there. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver.
Ready.
Horn still in the game at quarterback.
Rock it.
They're going to give the ball to Wiley, the 4th running back in the game for the New York Jets. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Jets trying to close this thing out injury-free, enjoying a 52-7 lead.
60 yards.
Scott says, wow, just wow. I agree. Dolphins showing blitz on the left side. They blitz. It's a run up the middle and a huge hole for Wiley. Wiley with 11 yards on 2 carries, and the Jets have a first down up to the Dolphin 27-yard line. Five Star says, it's hard to play with the eyes on you. It does add some pressure. Horn I formation, defense moving up into the box. They give us to Wiley going up the middle. Had a little bit of a hole, but he could not sneak through it. The Dolphins will take a timeout. Their last timeout of the game. 2nd down and 9 for the New York Jets. From the Dolphin 27-yard line, 4.5 minutes left in the game.
Ready. 30 base.
Pistol formation. Looks like they got Hines back in the game. They give us to Hines, trying to go to the right side. Gets the edge, but a beautiful tackle by McMillan. That will bring up a 3rd down and 3. McMillan's 3rd tackle of the game. It looked like Hines was going to get the edge there and the first down, but McMillan closes quickly. And a great open field tackle will force a 3rd down and 3 from the Dolphin 20-yard line. Horn from the gun. Styles in the game at running back. Safety creeping up into the box. Styles runs into the back of his own blocker. And he will be short, just a gain of 1. As Elliott will check back into the game for another field goal attempt. That kick is up and it is good. And the Jets extend their lead 55-7 with 3.5 minutes left here in this game. Week number 5, season number 98. Soden Bowl, IMS Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network.
Let's go.
Call me Timbo with a great win. The Tennessee Titans edge out the Indianapolis Colts 38-35 in one of the more exciting games of the season. Congratulations to the Titans. Timbo's Titans as Drake off to the races. The Miami Dolphins will get back on the board as Drake will go the distance. Tripped up after showboating into the end zone. Sanders will attempt the extra point, and it's a fake as Foles will be sacked. That was an epic fail, as the Dolphins will attempt an onside kick. Hack's going to go to the right, gets the bounce, but it goes out of bounds. Looked like he may have connected on that one, but it bounces out of bounds, and the Jets will take over on the Dolphin 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Watch the run.
Check.
Horn under center. The give is to Hines going to that right side, but the defense is there. One of the few stops by that Miami Dolphins defense on first down. Just a gain of 1.
On the ready.
Horn under center. Edwards checks into the game at running back. The give is to Edwards, trying to go up the middle. The defense is waiting for him. 7 carries, 30 yards for Edwards as we are approaching the 2-minute warning. Dolphins avoiding a crisis as their star running back went out of the game with a lower leg injury. Ends up being a knee sprain. He should be back next week. So crisis averted for the Miami Dolphins as Horn will come out in the gun. 3rd down and 9. Styles in at running back. Single safety high for the Dolphins. They fake the pitch to Dickerson, give it to Styles, but the defense is not fooled. Minkah Fitzpatrick with a great tackle. That'll bring up the 2-minute warning. Elliott going to attempt a long field goal. Ball spotted on the 50. It is up. And it is just short. As you watch the replay, it just misses the crossbar. And the Miami Dolphins will take over from the New York Jet 49-yard line as Prescott will come out in the gun. Drake in at running back to throw from the 49. Looking for an out route has Antonio Brown for a first down. 5 interceptions for Dak Prescott. A very unlike Prescott game here. From the gun, Drake in the backfield again. From the Jet 38-yard line. As he swings it out to the tight end for another first down. They move the ball up to the Jet 27-yard line, minute 40 and ticking. Dolphins with no timeouts left in the game. Playing for pride. As they're going to give the ball to Drake, trying to go up the middle. Great cutback. Oh, and the ball is on the ground. That is a fumble picked up by Marshall. That is another turnover, the 6th turnover of the game. Drake tries to spin out of a tackle, and he is hit-sticked and coughs the football up. Jamal Adams on that big hit. And the Jets will come out in the victory formation. Miami cannot stop the clock. And a couple knees here, and the Jets will move on to their second win of the season. They will now be 2-2 and right back in the hunt of that AFC East race. All 4 teams playing really good football. The Miami Dolphins will get their first loss of the season as they will fall to 4-1. Then you have the Buffalo Bills at 3-1. And the New England Patriots and New York Jets both with a pair of losses. It is anybody's division in the AFC East. And that will close this one out. We have a final. The New York Jets win 55-13 here on Thursday Night Football from the Soden Bowl Network. I am S. Soden. This has been a pleasure. Again, our broadcast schedule was released at the beginning of the broadcast. If you guys want your game broadcast Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, or Saturdays, make sure you post in the broadcaster schedule section of our Discord server. As we'll move it back into the broadcast as they breeze right through the stats there. So congratulations to Jay Wood's Jets as they now move on to 2-2 and right back into that AFC East rundown, that competition for who's going to win the division. It's really anybody's division out there. You have Revs, Bills, Ace Oden with the Patriots. You have Jay Wood with the Jets that you just watched, and Ura's Dolphins. Don't sleep on Ura. He had an off night tonight. It happens. Happens to the best of us. I'm sure Ura will be back again, and I can't wait to see how these guys match up again later on in the season. And I'm going to flip it back to the broadcast schedule. So there you go. As I was talking at the close of that game, if you guys want to get your games broadcast professionally, you have CMG Broadcasting. They did a fantastic job Monday night. They host our Monday Night Football at 8 p.m., and then you have Snipes Television, man. This dude is a pro. I love his broadcasts. Snipes doing Wednesday nights. And then you have the Kylo Ren, Friday nights, his Force Fumble production. One of the smartest owners that I have ever seen. Knows the game of football, knows the game of Madden. And then you have myself with the Soden Bowl Network every Thursday night. And again, we do a couple games on Saturday, sometimes at the same time, but then you have the SBN Productions Thursday and Saturday. If you are an aspiring broadcaster, Or maybe you're a professional broadcaster and you want to get some broadcasting in. You want to get it done with the Soden Bowl network. You want to broadcast some Soden Bowl games. We are in our 98th season, due in large part to Allied Plumbing and Heat. Thank you to our sponsor, a name that you can trust. If you're in the Colorado Springs area, make sure you check these guys out. Go to alliedphllc.com and request their services. So again, thank you. Huge shout out to Allied Plumbing and Heat. So yes, if you are an aspiring announcer, you're looking to get some games in, make sure you shoot me a message on Twitter. You can get me on Twitter. You can hit me up on Discord. Our Twitter is Soden_Bowl_20. Shoot me a message. You should have saw it in that in the text that was scrolling across your screen during this broadcast. You can get in. You know, we have Tuesdays. We have Sundays open. You know, I could even probably give you a day, Thursday or Saturday, and just do one SBN broadcast. But if you're an aspiring broadcaster or professional broadcaster, you want to get some games in, hit me up. So again, I am S. Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network. This was season number 98, week number 5. Congratulations, Jay Woods Jets, as they win easily 55-13 over Ura's Dolphins. And they moved to 2-2. The Dolphins fall to 4-1. I'm out of here. Later, guys.